And when you have become totally enlightenment, then these two are, you can say that, we talk about, I think, three, what is this English? Three memories? Okay. You have no books.
It's three supernatural perfections of direct realization.
So when you have on realization, when you are become enlightenment, right?
Yeah, it's the three supernatural perfections. This is what they call enlightenment.
Okay. Three what?
Supernatural perfections.
What is supernatural? Profound. Okay. So anyway, this three kind of actually clairvoyance, you could say three kind of clairvoyance, which something that when Buddha, he look his past lives, he can see thousands of the past lives, where he been, with who, where, what did, etc. when you are become enlightenment. And also you can see the future, thousands of life futures, where you will be born, where you will be born. So for instance, Tibet Princess Lacham Mendarava, not sorry, Lacham Pemasal, Lacham Pemasal is one of the Tibet princes, and he was dead, when he is 16 years old. So then Guru Rinpoche gave kind of, how you could say, predictions, future where he will be born. Like every details, each of the great titans, he will be born like around with him as learning things, and at the end he will be born like Longchenpa, and then he will become enlightenment in the Sambhogakaya and etc. So telling very details. So this kind of, when you have become Buddhas, you can see such kind of far way of the future and past, as well as also you can clearly see the, the vanishing of the negative emotions to others. Like today we don't know who have negative emotion and when they become vanishing or increasing, etc. But when become enlightenment, see clearly those things. So this Rigpa sometimes used to reference with that kind of things, but also most time they used to also for the path, like what mentioned of this Rigpa Nakshasdemba, above. Then they're talking about 4 kind of miracles. This book is a little difficult. It's the 4 kind of miracles. Yes, 4 legs of miracles, right? Okay, and here they're talking about cause, so therefore these are they call really the miracle legs. If we have these kind of qualities, then you can like go very fast. That's called miracle legs. So if someone want to go enlightenment very fast, then we need this kind of things. So the 4 miracles. First is intention. That intention or wish or enthusiasm, or I think maybe more like enthusiasm, appreciation. You can think anything. So that means and when we lose this enthusiasm, then we drop the practice, like for instance, sometimes we are very happy to do some prestations, for instance, like very happy, good intention, joy. And then if you are dropping somewhere, think that, okay, now it should be enough. I have done already 100,000. Then we dropped and we don't do again. So that means there's no enthusiasm. So enthusiasm to do practice is very important. So that is the more antidote of the, I don't know English word exactly, but antidote of that now enough, I have done enough. So this antidote of that, the enthusiasm is one of the important. And then this diligent. And when we have such diligent, then also destructive will be abandoned, doubts will be abandoned. So like more antidote of the doubt, or like laziness, you can say. And then sandwich, the one of the leg of the miracle. And then and then they call mind. I think they call mind. The third is mind. Then the mind. The mind means actually that sometimes our mind is very flying. So we don't know actually, we don't think at all about mind. We just race of the old thoughts everywhere, and we are like following that. So if it goes that way, then we are not kind of any link with our own mind. So here they talk about mind, which means that more like that flying of this mind bring into our own mind and focusing of this present or moment of the mind. So more like antidote of the, what is opposite of the sleepiness this opposite of the
Dullness.
Oh yes,
This dullness.
dullness, yes, dullness. So this antidote of the what is called opposite of the dullness is what? Flightiness, or liveliness, or like that. Okay, and then this third one is, I don't know English, more like I think conceptual. I think the fourth one of this leg. Do you know somebody knows these 4 legs? Okay, nobody knows. I think.
Discernment is
Sorry?
discernment.
But what does it look like?
Tell one thing from another.
Okay, yes, like if your mind is very flying, okay, you should say. Other one is more dull. In order to that, other one is flying. In order to that, we need to, this practice of the mind, be with this mind, focusing with mind, and relaxing with this mind, okay? And then when you do that, and then if your mind very become dullness, then we need to rest something. So this the next things, the fourth one. If mind is also only dull, sleeping, again there's no exercise, and we need more wake up. So like rest your devotion, renunciation, bodhicitta mind, compassion, loving kindness, all these other, more waking up of the mind. So I think when you really practice this enthusiasm, diligent, mind, this other one looks like you're more conception or something, hyopa, analyze or something, And these 4 things are really important, when we meditate. If you are lack of mind, again, your mind is everywhere. If you are lack of this analysis, your mind is very dullness and never improve anything. So if we lack of diligence, of course, lack of the enthusiasm, there's nothing happen. So these 4 things we can apply everywhere. Even you practice of Vajrasattva, practice of phone how should I say, common thoughts, practice on the Bodhicitta, even say one mala of the Mezan good mantras, I think we can use this. So this kind of methods which you can apply every angles of the practitioners, and who has done this, their realization goes increasing very fast, smooth. So that's why they call leg of the miracle. So if you have leg, good leg is today I think aeroplane, right? We can say aeroplane has leg. Before we could say if we thought leg we cannot move, but today we have wheel. So maybe I think now we can say wheel. Or then flag, what's called?
Wings.
Wings, yeah, wings. So before, really, the fastness of them is like miracle leg. So today, there's different things. But anyway, what we need understood is that if we have those things we apply, and it goes. Okay, then the Rinpoche, he used here, there's many other things. 5 powers, 5 faculties, etc. So I don't go too deep. And then I think the next, the 4 perfect. They're saying 4 perfect. The perfect of this ethic, perfect of the view, perfect of the methods, perfect of the life kind of live. I think this we call also perfect kind of 4 perfect. So maybe he mentioned about this. So Gyatso Mongyong. So we could hear saying that this Rigpa and Shabsademba you can use, you can kind of link with all these things. So it's like I think, but he mentioned more like this eight noble paths, and this 4 perfect is very similar, in I think almost you could put all these 8 paths of the noble ones here also. So there's many ways you can use one, but it says, but the reality, the meaning is one, He was saying that it's very important to put oneness. Is someone who see the meaning of things and then enter into this. These two has to go, kind of union in order to accomplishing something. So therefore, you can use this Rigpa and Shabsademba, any of this enlightenment paths, I think you can say. Here also Maharaj is saying that generally speaking, these are important to put every angles together, or use these 2 words every of these, or particularly the seeing and entered into that has to be together, and particularly when you are, talk about sutras, these things are very important. Okay, these things are very important. So now again he was using that Rigpa and feet. These are how he can combine into this 8 noble ones. This 8 ports of noble ones, or what? 8-fold path, noble ones. So the right view is like wisdom, like eye. That you could say is Rigpa, insight. In this translation, okay? I will say insight, and this is same as like seeing. And then right livelihood, etc. is, this other 2 trainings, means training of the ethic and training of the meditation. Then Rigpa is training of wisdom. So the rest of these 8 part of nobles are put into the other 2 trainings. Here no Himanta Padishala Mama going to go on Maloba Rigpa Sumgi Yabang Hirami Mandis